The next thing,
recycling.
it's a shock, it's an annoyance, it's new, it's many things.
Yeah, it's not really a shock, I guess, because we recycle in our countries too.
Yeah.
But the way that recycling is done in this country is just taken to a whole new level of nitpicking.
Yeah, it's so good. Like, I'm so proud of this country for recycling with this level of passion and intricacy. However, like for example, at my home in the States, we have a recycling bin where all carton, paper, plastic, like plastic bags, they all go in there, just all mixed in. Paper, I think I said paper already. They all go in, and then the trash can where kind of everything else goes in, you know, like kitchen trash, bathroom trash, and that sort of thing. But here, everything gets separated. All the plastics, and if the plastic is dirty, it gets separated. Kitchen trash is separated. Bottles are separated.
Milk
cartons are separated. Plastic bottles don't go with the plastic. Plastic like water bottles or soda bottles, they go in a separate
pet bottle.
They call them pet bottles. They go in a separate bag, and you have to use clear bags.
Yep.
And it's not like one day of the week everything gets thrown out. No, it's you've got a schedule.
Yeah.
So I
have to recycle 4 days a week.
Yeah.
At my in my town, it's different per town.
Yeah. So it's not universal or national.
So like Mondays and Thursdays is my burnable day. Anything like leftover food or just stuff like that. Dirty tissues.
Yeah, like the most general, I think, of them.
Yeah. So that's that. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays are different. So one day could be plastic pet bottles. Other days could be just milk cartons. Other days are glass bottles and tin cans. You know, so I always need to be on top of it. And if I miss one, sometime if I'm lucky enough that it's more of a major item, it'll come back again next week. But if it's a lesser item like a glass, it won't come back until 2 weeks later. So if I miss it 2 back-to-back weeks, I have to hold on to it the whole time.
Yeah.
Like right now, I'm looking at my trash. I think I have like 8 or 10 things of milk cartons because I drink a lot of milk. I like milk so much, and I just haven't thrown it away. Because early on, I had like 1 or 2, and I was like, I'm not going to waste a trash bag on 1 or 2 cartons, so I'm going to wait. But then I just been waiting too long that I have that many.
Yeah, and before you get too grossed out, all of these items, like the pet bottles and the milk cartons, we have to rinse them out. So everything, we basically have to clean all of our trash.
Yeah.
And for some items, like the bottles or the cans, they like you to crush them to optimize, the space. Building off what he was saying, certain items like glass bottles, they pick up once or twice a month. So it's difficult to have this schedule. I mean, it's an elaborate schedule. To have it in your mind and I actually use my phone calendar because I just on last Thursday, I just got rid of all of my pet bottles and all of my glass bottles and my cans. They go together on the same day. I'd accumulated so many because I somehow kept missing the trash day. And I had this huge bag, and it took me a long time to clean them properly. Like, for example, the plastic bottles, the label is a different kind of plastic, so you have to remove it and put it with the regular plastics, like chip bags or something like that.
So just the pet bottle one, there's 3 ways to recycle. You have to take the cap off, that's recycled one way. The plastic bottle in itself is recycled one way. And the wrapper on the plastic bottle is recycled with other plastics.
Yes, and you have to rinse it out.
Yeah, so
it's extensive.
It shows you how good they are, but how much of a pain of a shock it is to us. Like, do we really have to do this, Yeah.
But it's good. I mean, it's hard to hate on this particular thing because it's good for the planet. So I definitely have to give Japan props, and it's definitely building good habits.
And one last thing. This does not only include living at your own place, but this recycling is everywhere. You go to McDonald's, you have to recycle when you throw your stuff away.
Yeah,
you take the lid out and you pour the ice out. I guess, what were you going to say?
Oh, yeah, I was going to say that we'll have to talk about recycling in another video, more extensively. But like what he was saying, at McDonald's, they've got different slots for paper and plastic and a little a drain
liquid and ice,
for liquid and ice.
Yeah, so
the trash is all separate.
Recycle a lot everywhere.
So, and I'm sorry if because I know that in Canada they have the recycling is a little bit more intense than in the U.S., not as intense as Japan. So I'm sorry if in your country you're used to this already and you're thinking, gosh, Americans recycle more. But we're not used to it.
We do recycle. It's just that we kind of just throw it in one lump together, and then when it goes out somewhere, I don't know how it's done at the factory, but I guess they are in charge of recycling, or they just do it all together. I have no idea. But here it's on us to do the individual recycling, and they kind of don't have to do as much. I don't know.
I'm sure they're busy. Okay, next one. This is a really big one for me. The price of fruit here is insane. Okay, it's crazy expensive. Like,
it really depends also where you buy the fruit.
Yeah, that's true.
We were in Shibuya the other day in the train station, and what fruit were we? That was so expensive.
Melons, cantaloupe. Cantaloupe is like $200.
$200, and it's like the size, kind of hold with your hand. It's not like it's the world's largest cantaloupe, or $200 for some melon. Or cantaloupe. Yeah,
it's crazy, and they have, if you go to like a regular grocery store, they've got your kind of regular fruit, and then they have fancy packaged fruit. Like, I wish I have one picture of a melon, but I'll add it.
We'll see if we can add these photos. I also took some photos.
But they package it almost like almost like a fruit basket, I suppose, but it's not a basket. It's just a little box with like a melon right in the middle, and it's got like decoration around it. It's $200.
Yeah, but then if you went out to your neighborhood in, let's say, in Saitama or Osaka, maybe not Osaka, but like I live in Chiba Prefecture, I can get cantaloupes for maybe $20, $30, $40,
Yeah.
So it's
bargain.
Yeah, so I don't know why it's so expensive. But I can guarantee though you can find cheap bananas anywhere.
Yeah, bananas are cheap. It's so surprising that bananas are so cheap.
It's like $4 for 4 bananas.
So they are more expensive than maybe back home, but bananas are definitely the cheapest.
It's still fruit. Not $200 bananas. You know? There have been vending machines where you can buy bananas out of vending machines.
Really?
Like, I don't know, $1 or $2. Yeah. But yeah, fruit's expensive minus the bananas.
Yeah.
And it's presented really nicely. Like even grocery store, there was like
even at grocery store
you can buy one fruit and it's like wrapped and like styrofoamed around and
like for a gift, which for that price it would have to be a fancy gift. But so like I said, fruit is very expensive. I love eating strawberries, and at home I get like it's like a pint of strawberries for like $2 or $2 or $3, and here you're looking at spending for like half a pint, you're looking at spending around $5. So it's not a lot of the fruit, if you get it at grocery stores, it's not like gonna break the bank, but you're not gonna be able to buy as much fruit as often as maybe you were at home, which is difficult for me because I used to I eat a lot of grapes and strawberries in the bundles, so that was difficult for me.
We still haven't got paid because they get paid monthly here, but fruits are just so expensive I can't afford to get fruits. I can get some, some chicken here and there.
Chicken's cheaper than fruit. Meat is very cheap here. That was actually another thing that surprised me. Chicken is pretty cheap.
Yeah. Let's go to the last topic that we have right now, and that is bowing. You can start it.
Bowing, I suppose I always knew that in this area of the world, bowing is more common. But the amount of bowing surprised me. I thought it was just like one person bows and then you bow, or you bow and they bow. But it just kind of keeps going. It's bow.
Like maybe one handshake, like, hey, how are you doing? Nice to meet you. Done. You're done. You keep talking the rest of your conversation. Right. Here, it's like, all right, it's the opening ceremony, and then you all bow. Like, all right, it's the national anthem. We all bow.
Yeah.
All right, get the next guest in. All right, he bows. You bow. Yeah. So there's just nonstop bowing and.
Yeah. Oh.
Break.
Okay, we're back.
Hey, sorry about that. We got some Domino's pizza.
Yes.
You got them delivered today, so we're gonna chow down soon.
Yeah. But bowing. We were talking about bowing, and how much people do it everywhere, all the time. Yeah.
If you really wanted to, if you flex your stomach super hard and start bowing the whole year that you're here, you probably get some abs.
You might.
There's so much bowing.
It is. And Raph, have you ever seen someone say goodbye to someone? Okay, I think maybe you were with us when we were in in Tokyo that one time in the evening, there was somebody saying goodbye to someone else that might have been like a business partner or something like that. They were seeing them off.
Oh yeah, it's like a business goodbye. That's not your average goodbye.
No, that's not your average goodbye.
You do like a 90-degree bend almost.
Yeah, but like it was actually an experience seeing these people kind of say goodbye to each other. They was send someone off.
Was it the fighting bows?
It was like the fighting bow. It was like bow, okay, bow, bow, and they were bowing like as they were walking away from each other.
Okay. Right.
Yeah. So there's a lot of bowing, and we'll make a video about like how we're doing in our schools, because the
There's
bowing
also
there.
some culture shock in schools.
Yeah,
we're gonna do that separate. This one's going on for 20 minutes, so
Alrighty.
we're gonna cut it out.
Yeah, also I'm hungry.
And we're gonna eat. So we'll stop. Is that a good place to stop?
Okay. Thank you for watching. See you later.
Watch the part 2.
Watch your part 2.
Culture shock in school.
Yes. Thank you for watching. See you.
Bye.
Bye.